Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the Trickster Union YouTube channel. I'm your host James. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about some poetry. I've been a poet since 1987, and be happy to share some with you today. I have some older stuff up there on the channel today, but thought some new stuff might be interesting. Let's see what we got here. I'd like to start with America the Cool. Corvettes and Sam Cooke, hot dogs and beans, ACE and metric, America and cools. War wages on, anthrax and dirty bombs, bridge the gap with security and agencies. Brothers and sisters unite, cross the colors red and white. Let's work through the blues. America the beautiful, she can't lose. America the cool, red, white, and blue is about me and you. And this one was written January 24th of 2003. Suckle abyss, scales of measurability, mad ink flowing over fearful pulp, cosmetic shoe shine of beneficial sequestering, parts of adolescence smeared by runaway sled dogs, usage and dose fornicate with me for a while so that all may get high cognitively. New light shedding truth, salt dust, navigating the dusk of where we left off. Playground, showdown. Contentment in reaping another increment, shared by open-minders, willingness to surrender, the trunk of falsehood's tree, disemboweled root and branch for lovers of honesty. Seek not white-knuckled willpower, nor heavily availed half-measures. For through fibers of longevity's coolish briskness, section off variables and margins of rote parenthood. Let your babies roll and fly in the skies of glorified sancticity. The blue moon of your reason's confirmation may rise and set against a backdrop of restorative teachability. Pressing further into the driftwood beaches and Independence Isles, humoring us at the point of honorable revelations at another's thickly wooded wit, making our defects into playthings for our newly minted American spirit. I'd like to read the first stanza of a poem I wrote on the day after 9/11. Taking you back there for a minute. This one's called Terror on the 11th of September. Stanza 1. Terror on the 11th of September. Something remembered. Secret war fought. Alliances bought. Future sought. Infinite justice, enduring freedom, manifest scorn. Hatred adorn, coming storm. Plague of ignorance slaughters the innocents. The Capitol in New York removed the cork from America's potent bottle of wrath. Hopes dashed on the stock market crash. Who is America to lash? For these terrorists trespass. Maintain status quo. Wisdom is always ex post facto. Can't blame everyone though. Patriotism is our secret friend. Well, the economy's pretty frightening out there. Bone chilling. Interesting analogy. Every day you hear talk about it. See posts on the various social networking sites, and all I can say is we got to go on. But let me see. Let me see if I can get this right. Alas, poor York, I knew him well. 1,000 times he'd set the table alight with his flashes of merriment. Poor York, I did know him well. Anyway, it's a nice piece there. People often ask me where it started, and all I can reply is with poem January 30th of 03. Vice twice, Ollie North, Circle K. Undercover innuendo, wax nostalgic, crossing Hill Street blue. Chief Pontiac's Trickster Cycle. Keep expressions freedomless. Preservation of culture's vault. Shadowless spotlight in trenches of inner city. Researching the golden age of video. Common man hero. Toil surrendered. Sacrificing runs in order to appeal for sacred free. Abject liberty. Spoils worth the while, Crockett and Tubbs. Homestyle decadence reverberates leisure ambition, sockless and topsiders, fashion, pastel, polos, collars upturned, run DMC ambivalence. Challenger tardy. Space, our frontier, reckon through rock, roll along. 18's romance with cooperation, harmony should have been the name of the squad scarab. That's got a lot of reference and innuendo to the war on drugs, circled around television shows, but the excess of the 80s really, began to lead us down the road, and then NAFTA came in 93, but that was actually Bush's senior's piece of legislation that Clinton approved, and then of course Bush Jr. gave us CAFTA. And now there's a vacuum in the job market, which I think anyone can relate to. This one was written in January of 0503. Harbor me as imponderables are cast in the way. Your mystery is grand, enchanting, sublime. Your luck is gracious, intoxicating, divine. Mercy to share, grace to lend. Hope to distill, my prayers chime. The understanding zealot that you are, sharing appeal as if broken bread rent the great seal, words of nourishment, hunger belay, while stilts and crutches serve as prop, propelling Dolly's canvas, infinite abstraction, gracious Savior, the end. Let's see if I can find a good one here. All right, this is the last one. This is one of my favorites out of this volume of poetry. This is from let's see, yep, here. This was written in February 4th day, 2003. Jolted conspiracy by suited ones hurling thunderbolts across in and around environment. Odyssey way home. Recovering childlike innocence after autumn's ill rebuke. Testimony to the supernatural. New York Telemachus, Trojan War Helen, beauty not faded. For only the true shaman can temper Washington's cherry tree axe. Surrendered honesty so that all may become willing. Turn over their will to the coming of peace. Use patriotisms in the breasts of the countrymen, not as spurn to contempt and ridicule, but as learning implement instead. View imperialism as a gauntlet not thrown down in the haste of materialistic decay, but as a fortification to ensure another interlude. Throughout the suitors and the Yagos, no ocular proofs heeded. The sirens and titan cyclops rear their heads as the bone machine is fired up. Juggernaut. Choose the course of healing and rectification rather than cheap destruction and callousness. Let the bravery and virtue guide rather than ignorance and butchery. Shed the blood of enemies in symbols and deeds. Do this in remembrance of liberty. Only Ulysses can bend the bow, and in doing so unnerve the anxious suitors, for in seeking to defile our land's serenity, they uncorked the bottle of America's potent wrath. Thank you for joining me. Also, if you'd like to see some more of this material, I have it posted at www.tricksterunion.com. Love to have you join me there. Thanks for tuning in, and cheers.